here and go.
60, 59, 58. This is a countdown to the Slade and Mayson Show. 55, 54. This continues to be a countdown to the Slade and Mayson Show. 50, 49, 48. You're listening to the countdown to the Slade and Mason Show. 45.
Didn't we do this last week?
43 is the continued countdown. 41 to the Slade and Mason Show. 39, 38 right now. 37. You're listening 36, to the countdown. 35 to the Slade and Mason Show. 33. Please stand by as you are listening to the countdown to the Slade and Mason Show. 28, 27. This is, of course, the countdown to the Slade and Mason Show. 23, 22. We continue 21 with the countdown to the Slade and Mason Show. 18. 17, stand by, 16, as we are now delivering the countdown 14, to the Slade and Mason Show. 12, 11, yes, 10, this is our countdown 9, to the Slade and Mason 7, Show. 6, 5, ready? 4, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Now broadcasting from the Dan Mayson Studios, deep in the heart of Virginia, it's the Slade and Mayson Show.
Slade.
I'm Dan Mayson,
and this is the Slade and Mayson Show.
All righty. Good morning, Mr. Slade.
Good morning, Mr. Mayson.
Yes,
here it is. It's that day again.
All right. Bye, everybody. Shameful. All right, so let's go ahead and get this out of the way. The Slade and Mayson Show is all about you and us. It's almost like a radio program, but we share with you news stories and things that we see throughout the week, and it is almost, and it's our take on it. Well, sometimes it is. Basically, we're just saying the things you're thinking in your dirty little mind, but you would never hear on the radio. We're just having fun. Don't take it too seriously. Just enjoy. All the music is brought to you by Dano Music, and let's see. As always, we are brought to you by I See Something Icy, and don't forget to check the Instagram page on the Slade Mason Show. Remember, if you like it, pretty soon we won't be able to see it, so go ahead and like it. Make sure you tell your friends, neighbors, cops. Hey, don't be afraid to tell people. Also, the other interesting thing that people generally do not know about the Slade Mason Show is the fact that
we don't know anything.
We don't know what we're going to be talking about, which is cool. JD's got a script in front of him. I got a script in front of me. We're going to fill up this hour really, really fast.
And we're not going to use very much of the stuff in the script.
Nope. Oh, yeah. All the music you hear is from Dano Music unless we tell you otherwise. Okay. All right.
That's right.
All right.
So, all right. That chicken from Popeyes. That chicken from Popeyes.
It's back!
Oh, my God.
It's back!
All right, now I gotta tell you why I opened with that, because it is such every day I walk into my studio and I go to look at my prep material, and it's like, this is not what people are singing when I'm looking at these stories, you know.
Love that chicken.
Yeah.
Okay.
Love that chicken.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, let's see here. Let me start earlier this week.
This line better move a little faster, or someone's going to get their face pushed in.
Do you realize that not only have there been a number of fistfights, but there's also been a homicide thanks to this chicken sandwich at Popeyes?
Yes, I did hear about that. Look,
all right,
that lunch line has to move a little bit faster, evidently.
Fox News says that a brawl broke out in a Popeyes restaurant in Edgewood, Maryland.
Mm-hmm.
A Popeyes manager allegedly called a female customer stupid and an animal before her husband jumped over the counter and started a fight. Oh. The restaurant was packed with people waiting to buy a Popeye's chicken sandwich. The manager and the woman's husband battled behind the counter and in the kitchen. I mean, all right, wait a minute.
Oh.
It's getting better, man. CBS claims that Popeye's chicken sandwich is so popular, it's causing traffic jams in and around Popeye's restaurants.
Yes, it is.
Deputies have been called out in several cities, including Augusta, Georgia, to direct traffic in and out of the restaurant. Some people are waiting as long as 45 minutes in car lines to get the sandwich. And if your lunch is only 30 minutes long, guess what? All right, now here. Woo.
It's a spectacular sandwich. I mean, I've had it.
Yeah, it's like, I'm sorry, man. Okay, now PMZ,
Is it worth losing my life over? No.
And now wait a minute. TMZ says that Popeyes has no plans to pull the chicken sandwich, even though it's resulted in multiple fights and a fatal stabbing. Popeyes released a statement saying, "Olives." Oh, I'm sorry. No. It's a tragedy, and we're saddened to hear about this senseless act of violence. We, along with the franchisee, are fully cooperating with local authorities and actively working to gather more information. And some people are going to Popeyes in formal wear to try out their chicken sandwich. I mean, they are just going absolutely nuts. Please don't get caught up in that madness. Just sing this song. Yeah. I love that chicken.
Yeah. All right.
I
We're
love
not.
that.
By the way, gang, we're not
sorry.
sponsored by Popeyes in any way, shape, or form. Just share that a little bit.
Never will be, thanks for that one.
No, we're never gonna. Yeah, murdering capital of the United States is centered in restaurants. It's just a little creepadelic. I gotta go right on by, but it is. It's an astonishing sandwich. First off, it is crispy. It's there's Chick-fil-A, which in my opinion is gummy and gross. You've got Burger King, which is overly processed, almost to the point where it tastes exactly the same as their compressed patty chicken sandwich. But you're paying like, $3.99 versus like $1.79, whatever the heck it is. Anyway,
well, what about the Colonel?
The Colonel?
Yeah.
Well,
You're
so
raving about the Colonel.
I did stop by the Colonel, same price, $3.99. However, it's bland. It's bland. Did I mention it's bland?
And all right, now hold on a second. I got to talk to you about this because it's like, again, every once in a while, I will lose my mind. Every once in a while, I will lose my mind and decide I'm going to go see the Colonel because we don't have a Popeyes here. We just got a Taco Bell here, and I've never been in there either.
Yeah.
But anyway, I like breast. Oh, I'm sorry.
Chicken breast. Chicken breast, y'all.
Yeah,
Sorry.
so-
We're talking about chicken breast. Okay.
When you get those big, large breasts, and the original recipe, and you peel the skin off,
Yeah.
and you look down at you have the skin in your hand, and you go ahead and put that in your mouth, but then you look at the piece of chicken where you remove the skin, and it looks like you could probably get enough to style your hair.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just that, like Brill cream.
Yeah. Brew cream, a little dabble, do ya? So,
Yeah, I got to tell you about now that you started that scene.
well, just write that down.
I used to think that everybody could use Brill cream. What Brill cream does to your hair and what Brill cream will do to my hair.
Get it off! Get it off!
Two totally different things, man. Two totally different things. All right. So anyway, let me just put the nail in Popeye's coffin.
Mm-hmm.
Business Insider says some Popeyes restaurants are selling as many as 2,000 chicken sandwiches a day.
Wow.
2,000 just chicken sandwiches.
Yeah. So,
And when you get ready and you get done with your chicken sandwich, They have added a new bourbon fudge pie to the menu.
Oh my God.
It has a bourbon fudge filling and chocolate whipped cream on top. It's $2.49 a slice. Enjoy.
Wow. That's a little more than 4 sandwiches every single minute.
Every minute. And,
oh, wait,
and that's
second.
why
Wait a minute. Every second. Wait. That's every second. Hold on a second. So 2,000 divided by 8. So that's 250 an hour divided by 60. Yeah, that's 4.166666666666666667 sandwiches per minute.
Now, let's just be realistic, Dan, because we have been around a long time. And
speak for yourself.
Even most efficient, because I know that every one of these fast food restaurants has that clock that they're supposed to be able to get food out by.
Oh, yeah.
And, they don't make it with just the regular menus.
Mm-hmm.
So, when you're selling 4.66666667
one every 15 seconds. Yeah.
So, again, that's not happening. And that's exactly what the problem is. It's like they need to either make you make reservations to get your chicken sandwich.
No, baby.
Or this is going to be happening until people finally get sick of the Popeye's chicken sandwich.
Okay, so a couple of things.
Or Popeye decides to monkey with the formula and change the chicken sandwich.
Well, people have already said that they have changed the recipe already. So first off, it was actually a bigger sandwich, which blows my mind away because it is a demonstrously large sandwich to begin with. The fact that they made it even larger in the beginning, I don't know. But number one, so number two, the first thing. All right, so A, go through the drive-through because a drive-through is always going to be faster because they don't want a backlog of cars sitting online. That's a fact.
You obviously have seen the local McDonald's, man.
Well, McDonald's is actually able to process your order. Once they recognize you with the speaker, they'll process that in about 2 to 3 minutes. And they're trying to get that down to like a minute. But KFC will actually let you sit at the speaker for about 5 minutes. They'll go, just a minute, please. I'll be right with you. Just a moment longer, please. And there are no cars in front of you. They're busy making better chicken sandwiches in the background. Hey, I need more mayonnaise back here. Can you get me some rolls? I think this guy's going to order 9. So they go, we'll be right with you. Remember to take a look at the drinks we have as well, okay?
I tell you, wait a minute, who's calling me?
But it's not me. But once they take your order, it's pretty lickety split, especially at Popeyes. You are done with that line in under 2 minutes because just that they got all the chicken staged.
5 minutes waiting.
No, yeah. Just a minute. We'll be right with you. Yeah, but I was. Oh. Hi, we're running a little. We're gonna get with your order just a minute. Wait, I just want to click. Oh, God.
We'll be with you in just about 3 hours.
So you sit at the speaker for about 42 minutes, but then
just as you put it in gear, may I take your order, please? All right, now talk about service. It's like my friend Boogie. He does a little part-time job for us, so he comes every Saturday morning.
Uh-huh.
He insists on going to Hardee's to get breakfast sandwiches.
Okay. Some people, yeah.
Now, their excuse is, well, that's because we make every order as it's placed. That's not quite true because when you go inside of the restaurant, you will see things sitting in a warming tray.
Yeah, but those are French fries.
If you go to get, and usually it's like, see, because I don't like Carl's Jr. or Hardee's. They're both the same.
Yeah, they are.
I'm a Burger King man when it comes to a breakfast sandwich because I like the croissant.
There you go. And you can actually digest it without it showing up, an hour later.
Exactly. Again. So, and then I like to get Mocha Joe. That's iced coffee.
I knew him. He was a tall guy. He played the banjo.
Light brown skin. Shut up.
Yeah.
That's where I would go. But since he's coming in, he stops at Hardee's, and I guarantee you, it takes him 25 minutes to get 2 sandwiches and a tea. And I'm like, my God, just go to Burger King, please.
Yes,
So,
it got processed 3 hours ago. It's ready. It's ready.
Yeah, like I said. So, I mean, but there again, like I say, Carl's Jr.'s and Hardee's, their excuse is, well, we make every order as it's placed. And that's a fib. That's a story.
So there is one that does that. And I don't know if you're familiar with it. It's not Brimley's, but if you go, have you ever been to
Joey Burger?
No, Joey Burger? They're made as they're found.
Nature's reclamation.
Oh my God. All right. So maybe we'll play that today. But the slowest one I can recall is, I don't know if you've ever been there, but it's Five Guys Burgers and Fries.
Oh yeah.
Don't go for lunch.
Oh yeah, because I like to throw crap on the floor, so you're throwing all these peanut shells.
Oh my gosh! You walk in, the place smells of burnt French fries, and you got peanut shells over the floor. And they give you the peanuts because basically you're gonna have to wait like an hour for your sandwich.
Hour to get your burger, yeah.
Because they start with fresh ground beef. That's great. I love it. That's wonderful. Why does it take them 45 minutes to make that sucker? I mean, anyway, but yeah, that's Five Guys Burgers and Fries, and you will wait.
Oh
and
yeah,
if you want mushrooms on top of that? Okay, you will wait.
It's worth the wait.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. It's worth the wait to get a fresh burger that's all that runs down your arm when you hold it up. But it's just a thought of. You were taught from the time you were knee high to a grasshopper, you don't throw things on the floor. You throw them in the trash can.
Yeah.
So then you go to this restaurant and hear all these people just hauling nuts, man, and just tossing them on the floor. You're walking.
And the steakhouses do that too. The big steakhouses.
It's like walking on potato chips.
or grasshoppers. Oh God!
Oh, hey, Dan.
All right. What? Hey, by the way, where's your morning rant?
That was it.
Oh,
my yes.
We're like 18 minutes in. I'm like, when's he going to do the rant? Oh, that is.
I'm trying to. Again, I'm trying to appeal to the sensibilities of human beings, which is like a lost art because we have lost our minds. Our total lack of civility is just insane, and it's going to get better this coming week. You wait, and here's my promise to you, and this is all I'm going to say about it. You know what happens starting on Wednesday? It's the House impeachment hearings open to the public.
Oh no!
Oh yeah, man! Oh yeah! It's going to be must-see TV.
I'm just ignoring it all. Look.
Here's the fact.
You and I can't do anything about it.
Well, but here's the thing. He's going to get impeached in the House, and they're not going to find him guilty in the Senate. So this is just going to look like a lot of wasted time, and I hope it doesn't backfire because there better be a there. There had better be a there, and that's all I'm saying about that.
Yeah, there has to be something really substantial to do this. And if there isn't,
I told you that was it. That's done. No more.
Nishi, we're going to talk about Donald Trump for the next 40 minutes. If you want great hair, you need to use some Brill Cream. Brill Cream keeps your hair flowing forward and then flipping back. It's the best comb over I've ever seen in my entire life. I use it on the shoulders to keep the dandruff off. Not that I have dandruff, but Milana, she likes to lean up against me, and sometimes I get some of her dandruff. But isn't she beautiful? Oh my God, look at her. Let's all look. Oh my God, isn't she beautiful? Now, as you... I'm sorry.
Stop it. Stop picking on our president. It's like, you mentioned again.
I'm a great golfer.
You know what else? You know what else I tried when I was a kid?
Brew cream, a little devil, do you?
You know what else? Vitalis. I knew all the white people products, man.
Wait, did you ever try high karate?
Yes. One of my first colognes.
Gosh. Dying over here.
And for about 2 days, brute. Talking about taking a bath in toilet water.
You're like, what is this stuff? And why are humans using it?
I have a friend, and his name was Squeaky. And Squeaky would take a bath in brute, man. I mean, every day.
Poor guy.
And he had little squeaky voice like this. So you see him like coming with a cowboy hat and smelling like brute.
Was he a Bill Cosby character?
Oh boy. Okay, here was my question, Dan. Oh, you started out saying, we've got all this material. How much have you used so far?
None. I'm still waiting for my turn. Ooh. All right. Hey,
because I'm hurt.
Speaking of smells. Oh my gosh. So, as you know, I've acquired a dog. It was a rescue. She is something else. She still doesn't trust anybody. It's really weird. We've had her for what? Coming up on almost 6 months now. But
really?
Yeah. I mean, it may take years before dogs finally get out of that little whatever it was that kind of put them on the street to begin with. But so she was in the backyard, and she is doing what most dogs do: is they dig and they dig and they dig and they dig and they dig. So she was a light tan dog, and with all the Virginia clay here, she became a dark brown dog. So she got a bath yesterday, and she was a little less than happy, but man, was she stinky. So
yeah, dogs can stink.
Yeah, dogs can stink. Dogs can stink. Cats are okay because they can clean themselves, but the biggest problem with cats
clean themselves too, but they don't. They're like men.
They can reach to all parts, but they choose not to. Yeah,
we're just one of the ones we can get to easily. Of course, if I could clean myself like that, I would never leave the house.
Oh gosh, you'd be squeaky clean. And let me ask you. So, let me ask you a question. You,
yes, sir, you
with the plaid hat,
and then I'll take one more.
When is it too soon?
7 seconds. 20 seconds on a good day?
No. When is it too soon to play Christmas music and put out Christmas decorations?
October. October. My God, it had already started in October.
Oh, man, let me tell you. My daughter she's already put Christmas lights out. She wants to put up a Christmas tree, and we wound up at Lowe's, which is another part of what I'm going to talk about, but we wound up at Lowe's, and she went out back looking for the Christmas trees, and I said, no. She's, well, we can get one now, and when it dies and gets brown and gross, we could just get another one and put it. I'm like,
yeah,
no. So traditionally, JD, when do you entertain the idea of putting up Christmas lights and what have you? Traditionally,
never. I don't do that.
Not you, but growing up, knowing what you know about culture.
Now, okay, yeah. My mom, she had it down to a science. She usually would put things up about the 12th of December.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That way they stay up until right after the New Year, and then they're gone.
Okay. All right. So
stuff. I know people who have their houses all decorated already. I mean, I'm
Yes.
I'm not going to your house. I'm not coming to your house because you got your house decorated already.
Yes.
I'm just not coming.
Yes.
So don't look for 'em.
Helen's like, she's like, it was funny because there was a house about 3 blocks down the road. They put the big, huge inflatables in the front yard already. And she's like, see, we're late. We're late. And I'm, wow. People are just like pushing it. And now, here, all right. So, where are we? November 10th. So let's put that. It's been about a week prior. So that was about November 7th, 11/7. And let's see. And then it started around July. That's when I first started. The first Christmas stuff I saw was in July. So July, August, September, October, November. So Christmas is now a 7-month holiday. That's what it's come down to. It's like 7 months.
And here's the catch that gets me. And of course, I look at this stuff all the time because, well, I'm in media, so it's like, right now, believe it or not, if you are a real media company, you are already selling Valentine's Day.
Yes.
You are not selling Christmas. Christmas has locked up and been done, but people are slow on the pickup. Mm-hmm. But here you go. All right, Dan. Now I want you to bear with me for a few minutes here.
Yes, dear.
Since you brought this up, I got to talk to you all about the stuff that people are preparing for the holidays.
Okay.
Here we go. Christmas Krispy Kreme.
Here we go again. Again with a. Go ahead.
They're celebrating Thanksgiving with 3 new donuts: Dutch apple pie, chocolate cream pie, and cherry pie.
Okay.
All right. Now, wait a minute. Pepperidge Farm. Remember the joke I told you earlier? Remember when people... Yeah.
You mentioned these flavors last week.
All right. But now Pepperidge Farm has released 2 new Milano holiday cookie flavors. Caramel macchiato and Irish cream.
I'll eat the Irish cream. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's right. That's made with whiskey, isn't it? Pringles. Have you found the turducken chips yet?
No.
You got to look for them and find them. The turducken chips are out there. Dunkin' Donuts, new Beyond Meat sausage sandwich.
No.
Oh. Yes.
Look. First off, by the way, it's no longer Dunkin' Donuts.
Oh, that's right, Dunkin'.
They just call it Dunkin'. You know why? Because people were getting associated with Dunkin' Donuts being a donut shop. You know why? Because Dunkin' Donuts is a donut shop. Hello. You go there for donuts and coffee.
They got that new Beyond Meat sausage sandwich.
So we went from serving donuts and coffee to serving sandwiches with meat, back to serving sandwiches with no meat, which is like donuts. So why don't you just go back to selling donuts? What's the matter with America?
You have the greatest way of looking at things, Dan. That's why we're partnered, buddy. All right, so let's see here. Hot Pockets. Here's a new one. Hot Pockets stuffed with sweet cream cheese, cinnamon and apple filling, and cinnamon.
Oh, God.
I'm going to barf.
So it looks like barf when you squeeze it open.
Oh, that's exactly what it looks like.
Oh, God.
Like, yeah. Oh, you have a daughter, right? I have 2 daughters.
Yes, you do.
Maybe, does your daughter collect dolls?
No, but one of your daughters is a culinary expert, so she'd probably be rolling. If she were, this is not working for her.
Well, like I say, this year's American Girl holiday doll cost $5,000. Now, when you get a normal American Girl doll, you might pay $150 for it. $5,000 because it has 5,000 Swarovski crystals and beads. The less expensive version of the doll, which doesn't have real crystals, costs $36.
Okay, so here's what you say. So the small girl, she's excited. She comes downstairs. She sees the big, huge box. Christmas music's playing in the background. Fireplace crackling. She opens it up. And there before her is an erector set.
My goodness for this break. Sadly, however, we will return to the Slade and Mayson Show.
It's time to figure out what I've learned.
Wrong button.
Today in history, November 10th, 1293. Radenwaje is crowned as the first monarch of Magajapai in the Kingdom of Java, taking the throne name Kirita Jasa Jayawa Hwajahenda, which roughly translates as, I'm the King of Java, I'm the King of Java. 1793. A goddess of reason is proclaimed by the French Convention at the suggestion of Pierre Chaumel. The goddess was Sophie Morer, wife of the painter Antonio Francisco Marmino, and she was put up on a big, huge high altar in the cathedral. What these wacky French people won't do. 1918. Western Union Cable Office in North Sydney, Nova Scotia receives a top-secret coded message from Europe. It said that on November 11th, 1918, all fighting would cease on land, sea, and in air. So remember, that's 2 if by land, 1 if by sea. Sorry. 1984. The first Breeders' Cup takes place at Hollywood Park Racetrack. I'm not quite sure how you get the cups to breed, but some things are best unknown. And finally, 2008, over 5 months after landing on Mars, NASA declares the Phoenix mission concluded after communication with the lander were lost. 5 months, huh? You know, after about 12 seconds, I don't hear someone on the phone, I kind of hang up. I'm Dan Mayson, and that's November 10th.
Don't waste your time going to Mackey's or Brimley's. You'll wind up having to go to the dunny for 20 minutes after eating. Their meat can be a dead dodgy. Plus, you'll be risking needing to take a sickie. If you're looking to get your evening tea, you need to set your eyes on a Joey burger from Pouchies, fresh from the Outback. Pouchies. We don't like to call them roadkill. We like to call it nature's reclamation. We have spotters all throughout Australia, spotting a downed boomer or flyer within moments of getting hit by a Yuri. The roos are dropped into a giant-sized stubby holder packed with ice and then aired to our facility for processing. The meat is lean, delicious, and really good for you. So if you're ready for the best tasting burger that'll have you returning to us faster than a twice-chucked boomerang, come on down to Pouchies for an amazing Joey burger. Fresh from the road? Come on down to Pouchies. You'll be glad you did.
Vanilla or chocolate or cherry, I never know which one to choose. The blonde, the brunette, or the redhead make me forget about you. To eat and to drink and be merry is what I am trying to do. Vanilla or chocolate or cherry, I'm still in love with you.
Vanilla or chocolate or cherry, never know which one to choose. The blonde, the brunette, or the redhead to make me forget about you. Vanilla or chocolate is tempting in all of the places I haunt. Vanilla or chocolate or cherry, I'm still in love with you.
Learn the lyrics. Let me sing it to you. Vanilla or chocolate or cherry, never know which one to choose. The blonde, the brunette, or the redhead. Make me forget about you. My life has been losing its flavor. It's always your face that I see. Oh! Vanilla or chocolate or cherry. I'm still in love with me, you.
Darling, please say you'll forgive me.
Forgive me.
Say that you think of me too.
Me too. A soda without any ice cream is something that's lonely and blue.
Vanilla or chocolate or cherry.
I'm tired of feeling alone. If you will say yes, we will marry. I want you for my own. Look out, Phil.
Sadly, we must
Love
now
that chicken,
return
Popeyes.
to the Slade
Love
and
that chicken,
Mayson show.
Popeyes.
Oh my gosh. Hey, Macarena.
Hi, I'm JD Slade.
I'm Dan Mayson.
And this is the Slade and Mayson Show.
All right, that was Vanilla or Chocolate or Cherry by Robert Q. Lewis in Stop it. In commemoration of Vanilla Cupcake Day.
I knew you were going to do
Oh my gosh, that was so much fun. All right. So we are brought to you by Icy Something Icy, Icy's Shaved Ice Treats by my buddy Sheila Keenan. You can reach out to her at 804-617-8827. They're available at www.icy, something, SOMETHIN, leave the G off for goodness, and then ICEY again.com. Also available on Instagram and Facebook. Now, I get it. It's a little cold outside, but look at the really cool part about it. If you do get the icy treats, birthday parties, corporate events, you can, as an adult, you can put, adult beverages on top of it. Now, they're not going to do it, but you can certainly take it. And in this weather, they don't melt right away. So there you go. There's a deal. So give her a call, 804-617-8827. That's 804-617-8827. Hey, JD, you know what that number is again?
804-887-8127.
No, it's 804-617-8827. So you don't forget, write it down. It's 804. Oh my gosh. Icy something, icy treats.
I'm sorry, what was that number again?
It's 804-617-8827.
Okay, let me see. 8.
0, that's the big round thing.
Oh, yeah. And the 4 is like when you're making a left-handed turn.
Yeah, it looks like a letter A. Yeah.
6,
And 7.
8.
There's 2 8s together.
2, 7.
2 7. That's
8.
it. No, you stop at the 7.
I got it. It is
Oh, my
804-617-8827.
8827. Yep. Icy something icy. Okay.
All
All right.
Hey, Dan.
So yes,
Sorry,
today is.
connoisseur
Did you know that
of
today
the
is?
drink.
Wait, what? What? Go ahead.
You are a connoisseur of the drink, right? I mean, alcoholic beverages.
Yeah, but it's interesting you mentioned that because as one gets around the sun several times, you
In other words, you're a seasoned citizen.
yeah, once you get a little bit more acclimated to the gravitational pull of the Earth, it's you don't really imbibe as much. I mean, you could, some have and do, and keep on going. But yeah, I mean, I'll drink my drink. I'll have a couple glasses of wine, and
Well, the reason I asked, my friend, is because we're coming into the season where cheers and let's raise a glass and have a toast, and you've made your own eggnog in the past, haven't you?
Yes, I have from scratch, which
Okay.
drives people off the wall.
It does, but it's like I like making my own eggnog, but I just don't have time to do it. So, what is the alcohol content of the average eggnog, would you think?
I'd probably put it around on the high end, probably about. I'd probably say about 30%. That's on the high end.
Wow.
Yeah, normally it's gonna be about 12 to. Yeah, it's gonna be like 12 to 15% normally. That's what
I'm going to show you how. This is just goes to show you how much it's been, how long it's been since I've been to price any liquor because I don't drink anymore. I haven't drunk in years. Yeah. But people are rushing to Costco to buy their eggnog because it has an alcohol by volume of 13.9%. That's a pretty stiff drink.
That's like so that's like wine.
Yeah.
And that's why they can sell to Costco.
And a bottle costs $9.
There you go.
Wow. Whoa.
Yeah. So it's cheaper to make it at home.
Yeah. Like I say, I mean, it's a fun process. And when it comes out right, boy, it's like, mwah.
And then you can make the alcohol content 50%.
You just pour a whole bottle in there.
This is pretty good rum. Oh, actually, it's eggnog. It's not rum.
Listen, I had bad experiences with rum when I was in college. I actually burnt the lining of my stomach.
Ooh.
We were deciding that we were going to drink this rum, and of course, no, we're not going to get that clear stuff. We're going to go Bacardi 151.
Yeah.
Really stupid move, Slade.
Yep. That stuff is.
Man, I was drunk.
You were unrecognizable as a human being, I'm sure. So
I was high as a Georgia pine.
Oh my gosh! So guess what I did yesterday?
You watched the dog.
No, my daughter did that. It was great. So we have so a long time ago in a land far, far away, we were approached by Dominion Electric, who, now that I mentioned this, will never be a sponsor of ours, but Dominion Electric asked to install an electronic thermostat. Now, this is some 15 years ago. What the electronic thermostat does, you can set up the schedule any way you want, have a great time with it, turn on your AC or your heat on at such and such a time, what have you. However, at peak times, and they don't tell you what the peak times are, but at peak times, they're going to make an adjustment. And what they're going to do is they're going to lower it by X number of degrees, or they're going to increase it if it's hot outside. We're going to we're going to let it get as hot as 75 degrees as opposed to a beautiful 72. So, state of the art thermostats that can be remotely accessed from the street. They have a little car that comes around. Sends a signal to the meter, which they have access to, and the meter receives this signal, and they could, bring down our temperature. Great. It's been 15 years. Some of these, I don't know if you're familiar with these. Some of these, like you have a little calculator. It has a little like foamy rubber buttons. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
The buttons are soft and squishy. It's not like a keyboard where you're pushing down a key.
Oh, you mean for my thermostat?
Yeah, from the thermostat. It's like It's like pushing rubber.
Down arrow and you put them,
yeah, soft rubber. Well, over time, you see what happens is the rubber is actually impregnated with carbon, and the carbon makes contact with a grid. It's in a multiple S-shaped grid, very thin line between the 2 points. And over time, as you're pushing the rubber, the carbon drops out. So you get to push a little bit hard, 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 to the point where yesterday morning it was 58 degrees downstairs, and I'm pressing and I'm holding the button, and absolutely nothing's happening. So I went over to Lowe's and I picked up a thermostat. And what you need to do is, first off, you have to go turn off all the power down the house, because you can't figure out which unit is turning on and which one is not turning off, and the AC unit is not turning off. So I had to start flipping all the switches, and the kids are screaming because now the internet's offline because you killed the power. And so now I have to take the cover off. Now the cover is not like you'd think it would be intuitive, like you're just gonna push a little button and lift. No. You got to push in, slide the button out, and then lift the lid cover, and then pull it off. once you have access to that, then yes, you can take the Phillips screwdriver, like a number 2 Phillips screwdriver, you remove the screws, and then it pulls out. Now, when I first messed with thermostats, I would stupidly release the wires and watch them plop down the hole, never to be seen again. So you'd have to hire a technician to come in and for like $3,000 re-snake it. But so what I did this time was I knew this was going to be a bit of an issue. So what I did was I had the old thermostat and the new thermostat, and I pulled the wire out for about 8.5 to 10 inches. I was lucky enough to have that much room. I pulled the wires out. Now you had cyan, you had red, you had white, and you had yellow, and you had green. Now, on the new unit, the cyan, they were told me not to use that, so I dropped that off, and I put a piece of tape over that one. But what I did was I unscrewed. Now, you need to use like a number 1 or a 0 flathead screwdriver to get the little, they're tiny, tiny little suckers. It's almost like working with a watch or something. But anyway, you undo the screws, the taps that actually hold the wires in place. Now, this is 22 gauge. This isn't 24 gauge, so it's going to be a little bit stiffer. Now, the voltage is very, very low, so you don't have to worry about that. We're talking like maybe 12, maybe 24 volts, so it's not going to kill you or anything like that. Now, you slide the wires out, and as you're doing that, you go ahead and slide it into the new unit and then bolt it down. Now, here's the problem. I forgot to take the back plate off, so I had to take the whole thing apart, take all the screws back out again, take the back plate out. Now, the back plate was stuck to the wall because it had been sitting there for 15 years. And what happens is there's like they call it like cold fusion. And what happens is a cold welding. And as two similar materials get together, you can actually have them stick together. Like you do with saran wrap. Saran wrap, you get it together. Like if you're doing like a cake, let's say you're doing a cake, let's say a vanilla cake, right? And you're starting with what? 2 cups of sugar. You do half pound of butter. You could do at least 2 or 3 eggs. Sometimes you can do 4 eggs, gives them more of a cakey feel. But if it's a little bit dense, you don't like the denseness of it. So what you'll do is kind of back off a little bit. Now you add the vanilla. The vanilla is very important. You gotta set the oven for 350 first. Now a lot of these ovens have problems. So I prefer an electric oven because these gas ovens, they're so annoying. You set the temperature and it floats up and down, up and down. Now that brings up an interesting point because electric prices have gone up and gas prices have gone down. So we're fortunate enough where we can have a gas oven even though it doesn't keep the proper temperature. What was I talking about?
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly where it was. Hey, buddy.
Hey. Anyway, so
Remember, I know you.
So replace the thermostat. I'll be replacing the one over here upstairs.
Do you know that sometimes we get into these rants and things, and I have a thought in my mind that I want to give to you, but it's like I get so caught up in your end of it, I forget. And then about 1 o'clock in the morning, I pop up and go, "That's what I wanted to say today." Woo!
Anyway.
Okay, listen. What else happened this past week? Election day.
Oh yeah. Did you vote for your favorite white person?
Yes, and there were only white people on the ballot.
Vote for your favorite white man.
I'm telling you, I mean, now that you mentioned it, it's like that's all there were on the ballot. No, there were a couple of white women. Ah, boy. So now we're getting ready for the holidays, and you got any plans for Thanksgiving?
Thinking of eating
before that.
I'm thinking turkey. I'm not partial to turkey, but gotta
Did
do
I
it
tell you why I dislike turkey?
because it tastes like turkey.
No. My mom, God rest her soul,
Mm-hmm.
she was a cook. She could cook,
Mhm.
but she was kind of predictable.
Okay.
I knew that every Sunday they were going to have mashed potatoes,
Yeah.
green beans or peas.
Mm-hmm.
It was the meat of choice that was the problem. One week it was chicken.
Mm-hmm.
The next Sunday it might be ham.
Mm-hmm.
And you knew that there was going to be a turkey once a month
Why?
at Sunday dinner because it was cheap and you could get a lot out of it.
Yes, you can.
And
Restaurants
it's because
restaurants
of the
love turkey.
very reason that I dislike turkey. I hate mashed potatoes. I think mashed potatoes look like baby poop. I
But wait.
dislike turkey. Now, so then it's like, so every year, and then what really killed it for me was you're used to doing this. I decided that one year I was going to do the Thanksgiving. Oh, man. By the time I got dinner on the table, I was so sick of looking at it. I didn't want to
eat it
look at it anymore. I didn't want to smell it. I certainly didn't want to eat it. And do you remember when President Bush was asked about, was it broccoli?
Yes. Yes. Bush Jr.
Okay. Yeah, well, it's like this. I swore when I got old enough, I was not going to eat turkey anymore. I didn't care. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. Not going to do it. It's like, I hate turkey to this day.
Yeah, but
And
what
I
about
just-
Wawa's new?
I
What about their
get
turkey
into-
sandwich? That amazing turkey sandwich you can get at Wawa. Hello? They call it the turkey bowl.
Listen, every year I get an invitation from a lovely family who adopts me and has me over for Thanksgiving dinner. And I go, and it's like, they will have turkey out there, and I will take the one little piece of turkey so that I can say I ate it. But it's like, that's the only turkey I'm going to have all year long.
Mm-hmm. All right, so here's what goes into the gobbler. It's called the gobbler. And it's from Wawa.
This
The
is
gobbler.
a Wawa?
It's what?
Did you say this is a Wawa?
Yes, every year they bring it back. It's the original gobbler. Comes with a traditional Thanksgiving fixing. Yep, it's hot turkey smothered in savory gravy, stuffing, and cranberry sauce. Now you can also get the gobbler hoagie with mashed potatoes. That's right. So you get the turkey, the gravy, the cranberry sauce, mashed potatoes, and garlic. I never know how to pronounce this. Aioli. There we go. It's like Thanksgiving in a roll.
Areola? Is that what you said?
It's
Did you say areola?
Aiola. Iola. Now, wait. Now they come with the gobbler hoagie with sweet potatoes. So now you've got all those fixings plus sweet mashed potatoes and the garlic on that roll. Does that sound mouth-watering?
Yeah.
Maybe it's just too much to put in a sandwich. Just ask for the whole thing in a gobbler bowl. Got to get going at Wawa, baby. The gobbler. It's back. It's back!
You eat some really weird crap, Mayson, man. It's like, and here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. Dan is a great cook. I mean, he has got culinary skills that yeah.
Eh.
But you hear the crap he eats? Hey, Dan.
Yeah.
I got to tell you, I multitask all the time.
Yes.
So during this show, it's that time of year again. We're getting ready for the holidays. And the radio station here expects me to be Henry Wadsworth Longfellow
And entertaining.
and be able to create these letters to Santa shows. Well, I can tell you that while we've been going on this show, I have already written the first show.
Are you saying that I'm boring or something? Are you?
Oh no! As a matter of fact, it was your stirring conversation that inspired me to continue to write.
I was stirred.
All right. So, hey, Dan, listen, you got
Yeah.
a really good company that, I mean, when they throw a party, they throw a party.
Oh, yes.
Now, have they talked about this year's Christmas party yet?
Yes, I won't be attending.
Why?
I have a date conflict, so yeah, won't be able to go. But that's okay. It was actually going to be in New York, not New York, in DC, and it was going to be on a boat.
Wow.
Yeah, they were going to take us out on
Can I
tour.
have your bag?
You want to go?
Can I have your bag? Yeah, I can go. I'll be Dan. I mean, you know who you are.
You'll be Dan Mayson. That'll be great.
Secret identity. Wait a minute. You white people, you got working there.
You'll fit right in. What?
Like finding me on an island in Czechoslovakia?
No. We're a little
Or
more.
you think it's a Rainbow Coalition?
Yeah, it's not IBM. We're extreme.
There's so many colors in the rainbow.
You'll be able to sneak in and sneak out, and no one will notice you were there. Oh my gosh! I have a full sheet of paper to
Okay.
talk about. We only got 4 minutes left, so
Okay, well then I'm going to go ahead and take up a minute and a half of this because, you know,
what's going
Hey,
on
I'm
with your
gonna
Christmas party?
okay, I'm glad you mentioned that. So
How many bottles of soda you
heard-
guys getting?
You're going to love this. No, listen, for those of you who have not listened to this show, I have a bad problem with company Christmas parties, especially when, you know, again, the Christmas party idea is that you would get 4 Domino's pizzas, 4 2-liter bottles of soda, hot 2-liter bottles of soda, and no ice. That was one of our Christmas parties, believe it or not.
And being
So
diabetic,
it's like, I think, and being diabetic, yes, because one of those was a diet soda.
Oh,
All right,
goody.
so, all right, so this week I have heard the plans I've heard mumblings and grumblings about this year's Christmas party. All right, Dan, you're familiar where I live.
yes,
Okay,
yes,
when you're coming into the town,
Mhm.
there is this restaurant on the left-hand side.
yes.
It used to be known as CJ's.
Mm-hmm.
It's now a Mexican restaurant.
Yes, it is.
That's where I'm told our Christmas party's going to be held.
Jeez.
I'm not done yet. Hold on a second. It's going to be 1 to 3 o'clock. I think it's going to be on a Wednesday afternoon.
Get back to work.
You know that I have already prepared my excuse for why I'm not going to be there. I'm going to make it my business to have a doctor's appointment that day.
Yeah.
I'm just going to make it my business. And, you know, again, it's like, it's just easier for me not to go to Christmas parties because I'm not fake.
Couldn't you
I'm
just
too
say
real.
you're deathly allergic to garlic? I mean,
No, I'm definitely allergic to white people, but you know,
Oh,
so especially these white people.
oh my gosh.
All right, listen, I
What?
was getting to a story when you asked me about that. You know, again, see, I know I'm coming across as racist, and I really don't mean to. Yes, I do. But it's see, when
Some of
when
your best
black
friends are
people
white.
kill black- Wait a minute. When black people kill black people, they kill the person that they wanted to kill.
Mhm.
It seems that when white people kill people, they kill everybody. Kill everybody in the house. And I'm going to show you just how badly things are.
Mm.
Buffalo News claims that the Tonawanda, New York police recently arrested Andrew Ditch for spiking his family's Keurig coffee machine with laxatives and Epsom salt, which acts like a laxative when taken orally.
Oh my gosh.
The family members started running to the bathroom after they got sick. They called police before detectives investigated and found the laxatives and Epsom salts in the Keurig machine. I mean, who thinks of that kind of crap?
White people.
Who in their right mind?
White people.
Black people.
White people.
Yes, and it was.
Guess what?
It was unfortunate.
Mish,
Wait a minute, don't you start that music. I got one more sound for you.
Hurry up.
Poop, what is it? Tell me true. What happened?
I know it was an accident. We all have accidents.
You're so soft, Poop.
Say goodbye, Mr. Slade.
Goodbye, Mr. Slade.
Hi,
Hey,
I'm
Dan.
Davey Slade.
I'm Dan Mayson.
Now
this
how
is the
much
Slade and Mayson show.
What? What's your question?
Now, how much material did you use?
I didn't use anything.
Thank you for listening, ladies and gentlemen, and putting up with our foolishness. We'll be back again next week with more of this thing. Let me be there.
They can't hear you.
Oh, that's right. Doing good. Can I say nothing? How about?
All right. You want to say something?
Hey, you. No, I don't want to say anything. I'm quiet. I will kill everybody in the house.
Poop, what is it? Tell me true. What happened?
I know it was an accident. We all have accidents.
Hey, Dan,
Yes, Mr.
are
Slade.
they gone? Oh, they're still here?
I know Dan. I know.
I don't know.
I know Ted's listening.
There's that guy that's got the blue face in the corner here. I think he's listening. His name is you. Hey, Dan,
Yeah.
how much of your material did you use?
I don't want to talk about it. Say goodbye, Mr. Slade.
Goodbye, Mr. Slade.